Now, Prince William will carry out engagements later this week as he continues to refuse to comment on any speculation about his wife, the Princess of Wales, and her health.
This comes as speculation into Kate's condition is rife after William had to pull out of a memorial service for personal reasons last week. Well, joining us now to make sense of it all is host of the To Die For Daily podcast, Kinsey Schofield. Good morning, Kinsey. Is William going to do everything royal this week?
I mean, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing him. However, we do expect to see the Princess Royal and perhaps Duchess Sophie as well.
Kins, there seems to be an awful lot being written and said. King Charles very outgoing about his cancer diagnosis. We heard this morning. I mean, one minute we get told he's resting in Sandringham and he's got cancer and he's coming to London for treatments. This morning in the news, he's off to Australia, apparently, so one doesn't know what to make of that. I think the direct opposite to his openness, and is absolutely their right, everybody seems to get their knickers in a twist because she and he, the Prince and Princess of Wales, have decided to say nothing. Absolutely their right. But that's it. I mean, the conspiracy theorists on Twitter or X or whatever you call it is unbelievable what they've written about this woman. Leave her alone, right? Let her get well.
I mean, yeah, anytime I'm asked to respond to conspiracy theories on TikTok or Twitter, what I hear as a commentator is, according to something written on a bathroom wall at a Burger King in Reno, Nevada, blah, 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 what is your response? I don't like responding to anonymous idiots on the internet. The palace told us as recently as Thursday that the Princess of Wales was doing well.
Yep.
And we know we can expect to see her after Easter. I'm going to call it right now. There will be resurrection jokes. Just mentally prepare. But I'm not going to dwell on the type of cancer the king has or where Catherine is located at this point in time. I think the working royals do keep us busy, and Prince, not to mention Prince Andrew, who's back in the news with Jeffrey Epstein papers, but we're busy enough.
Do you think this shows, Kinsey, just how much Kate is relied upon by the royal family at the moment? It really does feel like she's the focal point. She's the poster girl for the royal family, isn't she?
I agree, because when I argue that we should be more considerate of her privacy, everyone says to me, but she's the most popular, she's the most glamorous, she's the most beautiful, but she's never been somebody that has offered bits and pieces of herself, that she's never overindulged us with information about herself. So I'm not taken aback by her asking for privacy during this time.
Well, speaking of which, that could be under threat in the coming weeks.
Do they have it in America? Do you have Big Brother in America?
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you should do.
Well, do you have Kate Middleton's uncle? I don't think so, going into Celebrity Big Brother.
Uncle Gaz.
In the UK. Could this be set to rock the privacy around Kate and William's life?
Not at all.
I am going to be such a buzzkill right now. What you might not know is that Meghan Markle's older half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., joined the cast of Australia's Big Brother VIP in 2021. And it was quite honestly not very riveting or damaging to Meghan or the royal family. It basically flew under the radar. So I have to tell you that I'm not too worried. While I do agree with some people that go, oh, that's tacky. I'm also like, I'm not worried about this.
I think it's really interesting because you said earlier, why would he go in if he's been successful? Somebody's offered him some money in the hope, any money at all, knowing ITV, that he's going to spill a few beans. I mean, you wouldn't know about this morning and Schofield over there, but the bigger thing is that firm Britain talking about what happened at this morning and all that. But I don't think Uncle Gaz is going to give away too much.
I don't know if if you had an uncle like that, the sort of uncle who would go on to Celebrity Big Brother, I don't know how much you would actually tell him that could be spilled anyway. But still, it still doesn't help Kate.
We'll be absolutely riveted, won't we?
Exactly. Either way, she's poorly. We don't know necessarily what with, but there's going to be these awful rumours. She's on the front pages of papers saying all this speculation about...
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone to rest and recover. Let's move on to the next story, though, Kinsey. Queen Camilla is going to take a well-deserved break from work this week.
I know. I think that this is a great story. She has no engagements on her agenda this week. The Times is reporting that she's going to spend a few days of peace and quiet with King Charles. She's been clocking in overtime lately to support the monarchy. And, just last month, do you remember when she drove over 6 hours to a royal engagement because her flight was grounded? So she does resume engagements on March 11th. So it does give us something to look forward to, where she's going to represent the king and lead the royal family for Commonwealth 12th day at Westminster Abbey.
You know, we always argue a lot about Harry and Meghan, but I'll tell you something. I never used to like Camilla, right, as a royalist. I think her work ethic, I think the way that she's gone about it, I think the way she loves that man, and I think the way that she just gets on with it, I think is absolutely fantastic. And I think she's got the British public's respect, actually, from a very difficult position, I do.
It is incredible to think that people now are calling her the Queen. And have
Completely
accepted her as Queen, isn't it, Kinsey?
It was never going to happen, was it?
I agree. When the Queen initially, Queen Elizabeth II, asked us to, there was a lot of pushback because we were promised that she was going to be princess consort.
Absolutely.
And so, people remembered that and that they were angry about it. But, she is Queen Camilla today.
You are amazing. I was watching your Instagram thing. You do about 150 of these a day. You are permanently working. You must be loaded, is all I can say.
You should see my stretchy pants. I never have to put on real pants. It's amazing.
Me too.
Yeah. I haven't got any pants on. See you later.
There we go. On that note, thank you so much, Kinsey.